I'm gonna give all praise Yahweh Shem Yashar Bashim Makakadash. On this to ones who teaching this truth of knowledge, so we know this truth of knowledge, so we're able to learn this truth of knowledge. The water Yahweh Shem Yashar first and foremost. I want to do a lesson relating to flag burning. There's a video related to the truth. There's two guys were burning a flag, and we'll go over some information relating to that. Relating to the flag, crime to burn American flag. No, burning American flag is not a crime. U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that burning the American flag is protected by the First Amendment and is a form of symbolic speech. So it's protected under freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to assembly, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of expression relating to freedom of speech and different things, and also freedom of press, because that goes under that too as well. But I'm going to get some scriptures telling you that it may be permissible to do it, or maybe even allowable, but it may not be wise. We're going to get to that. The court has stated that the government cannot prohibit someone from expressing an idea because it might be offensive and disagreeable. In 1989, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of a defendant who was convicted of burning American flag during a political protest in Texas. And the court agreed that the flag burning was a form of political expression relating to under freedom of speech. In 1990, the Supreme Court struck down the Flag Protection Act, which I believe was in 1989, which Congress had passed to criminalize flag burning. And the court ruled that the act violated the First Amendment. While the flag burning is legal, it's important to note that the flags made of synthetic material should not be burned because they release toxic fumes, man. So it may not be wise to do it because the material's made out synthetic and is burnable, toxical. You know what I mean? So it might not be good for you or your health or otherwise, man. Let me see what we're going to get. Can you get in trouble for burning American flag? Let me say no. The court has recognized that the First Amendment protects certain forms of symbolic speech. The flag burning and such is a form of that symbolic speech. When the flag is privately owned, the owner should be able to burn it if the owner chooses, especially if this action is meant to a form of protest. But when you got the 18 U.S. Code, United States Code 700, desecration of flag, United States penalties and different things relating to here. And somebody wrote that on the comment board relating to one of the videos. But in general, flag burning is flag burning a crime? According to the reports, is no. But let's get some scriptures, man. But it might give the appearance of, like a man in truth said, the appearance of treason or a negative appearance, man, for doing it. You know what I mean? Because for optic value, you know, even certain things may be, you know, allowed or different things, doesn't mean, you know what I mean, it that is you know, maybe wise or always convenient to do, because they can still say something on that, man. You know what I mean? These laws can be revised, can be converted, can be changed. Also, they can be enforced or not enforced in different things, man. So, you know, things always changing, man. Just like Scripture talks about, he has the power to change laws and times, man. Relating to 7 in Daniel, around 24, 25 in Daniel. So he can change the laws in times. He can make something that may be permissible or allowable where it's no more allowable. You know what I mean? He can rescind, he can cancel certain things, you know what I mean, if he choose. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things edify not. Let's get that word expedient, man. Let me get a regular definition. Of an action convenient or practical, although possibly improper or immoral. So the saying is convenient, may be practical from certain aspects, but it might be on the flip side of it, improper or immoral. Advantageous in one's interest, convenient, profitable, gainful, different things. Effective, helpful. These are just synonym words. The meaning of it means attaining an end, especially one that is convenient but considered improper or immoral. That goes to measure, means, method, stratagem, schemes. So it may not be, scripture talks about 1 Thessalonians 5 and 22. Abstain from the appearance of evil, man. You know what I mean? So that means refrain from doing it, man. You know what I mean? Five and 22. I'll get it right here. Abstain from all the appearance of evil. So abstain from it. Refrain from doing it. Refrain from having, especially from optical eyesight, hindsight relating to that could appear to be relating to evil, man, or improper or immoral, as that scripture said. That's where the expedient goes into. So that improper or immoral, that could go possibly into evil as well, man, or something that may not look, good, So abstain from all appearance of evil. Scripture talks about Ephesians 5. Be circumspect and not as fools, as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil, man. And scripture talks about 10:16 of Matthew, talking about, I'll send you in the midst of the woods, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. So it's about, not having a certain, carrying yourself in a certain way. That goes your conduct, your behavior, mannerisms, you know what I mean? So don't give the appearance of something that could be used or can be used against something in a negative way, or it can be used as a form of where it can come back on individuals who are participating in certain things. So it's just wisdom, common sense and wisdom, but so there was just that scriptures on that. So it's about wisdom, especially the timing of it and the times we get ready to come into. Scripture talks about Ecclesiastes 3. Let me get rid of these first. 1, 2. Because we coming into a transition, relating to out with the old, coming in with the new, So, Ecclesiastes 3. Let's get that. Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter. All right, here we go. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. So it's a time and season for everything, a time and purpose for everything. There's a time to do certain things, there's a time not to, the scripture says. You know what I mean? So certain things may be convenient to do, and certain things may not be. You know what I mean? So it's a time and season. And basically is the wisdom and understanding, you know, common sense and different things. So relating to that, you know, that could be posed for something to be used against the collective because of a few individuals that did certain things. Collectively, that can affect the collective, man. You know what I mean? The conglomerate, you know what I mean? The whole number, you know what I mean? Just by a few that do some things, you know what I mean? But I just want to go into that a little bit. So basically is relating to scriptures, like a scripture says. I'm gonna get it. Let me see something. Get it again. Read it. Corinthians 10. I'm gonna get it from NIT. Get it from an NLT. See what it says. You say I am allowed to do anything, but not everything is good for you. And that's the point. You may be allowed to do anything. You may be allowed, for example, to dress a certain way, a certain apparel, but is it wise to dress in that apparel? And that's what this goes in. I'm just using that as a hypothetical example. So in that case, for them, they can say, we're allowed to do anything. Okay. But is it wise to do anything? Because you can do anything doesn't mean you should, man. And that's what that goes to. We'll read that again. Number 23. You say I'm allowed to do anything, but not everything is good for you. And not everything is good. You say I'm allowed to do anything, but not everything is good, is not beneficial. That goes to expedient, man. Do not be concerned for your own good, but for the good of others. In that specific case, you know, means more than just themselves, man. You know what I mean? Because it's bigger. It's a bigger beyond collectively themselves. It really is not of themselves. You know what I mean? It's a greater purpose that collectively and individually, separately, they can ever understand or comprehend or fathom, man. You know what I mean? So it's not about, you know, really us. It's bigger than us, man. So that's why I read that. So that's first of all Corinthians 10:23, 10:24, relating to that. So that's collectively and individually. You know, we have to try to be Clark Kent, Clark Kent, Superman, Batman, and Bruce Wayne. You know, we have to be very incognito, very undercover. You know what I mean? In a matter of speaking, we have to have the appearance of innocence, man. You know, have the appearance of not being a THREAT, man. You know what I mean? So that's what that goes to, man. So, you know, just, you know, this is just a regular video, but, you know, relating to relating to that video I was watching. I hope this helps relating to edification. You know what I mean? So be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, as scripture says. So we have to try to apply that to the collectively, individually, best to our abilities. That being said, this is Allowable. I hope it helps. Whoever listens, whoever listens. This is Allowable. Shalom.